Please be advised that Little Miss Recap contains adult language. Hi everyone, welcome to Little Miss Recap, the podcast where we just can't stop beating a dead horse.
Oh, isn't it true?
We love MAFS, as everyone knows, but I don't know if we need 26 episodes a season.
No, I don't think we do. But I mean, at least if you're going to give us 26 episodes, give us 26 episodes of like some real shit.
Yeah, this looked better than it was this episode, but
it definitely did.
I'm still glad I watched it.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
So, guys, we were talking off air. Steph and I are going to be reconvening later this week to talk about Baby Reindeer. So excited for you to watch it. So I just want to make everyone watch it. It's so good.
I know. I can't wait. I haven't watched it yet, but my sister did.
Let me tell you something.
She's telling me.
You know how, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
It's okay.
You know how sometimes you watch something and it just haunts you? Like you can't shake it?
Yes.
That's how I feel about this. Like I cannot shake it. It's haunting me.
Oh,
yes.
Like in a bad way?
No,
in a
it's
sad way.
It was so deep and meaningful. And so I don't know, it just it stirred up all the stuff in me.
I really, really am excited to watch that one.
And what I love about it is the guy who stars at Richard Gadd, like it's his true story. He wrote it, he directed it, like it's his baby.
Aww.
And it's so cool.
Oh, wait, it is a true story.
It's a true story.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he fictionalizes some things in the
I'm sure.
but it's just it's so well done. Like chef's kiss. He's gonna get an Emmy for this. I know it.
Oh, that's amazing.
I just know it. All right, so we'll be doing that tomorrow, and then next week we're back with Virgin River. 2 episodes we're gonna try.
Okay, we're not doing an episode this week?
Oh, we're doing one. Yeah. After, sorry, I forgot. You're gonna hear Virgin River next, then Baby Reindeer.
Right.
Then next week we might, if we have time,
to
pop out 2 Virgin Rivers. We're gonna see how it goes. Okay. And then we're expecting to fully get raw dogged with another season of Married at First Sight this summer. We're holding out and waiting.
Do you think it's really, I know I've said this every single time we talk, is it really coming that fast?
I hope not. Oh, I hope not.
I don't know. I can't say that. Like, I hope that it does. I just hope it's better. Like, I want the OG MAFS back.
Oh, and I know what I wanted everyone to know. We're talking to Michael tonight.
Yay! So I didn't know if you were going to say it. I was like,
I am. So we're recording this Wednesday. So by the time you hear this, we will have already spoken to Michael. So that will be out too. There's so many things coming out this week. I know.
Well, it is also like 6:45 a.m. So
yeah,
I don't know what's happening. You don't know what's happening.
And I set my alarm and I was supposed to get up like half an hour ago and overslept. So here I am.
I know. I hear you, dude. That was me yesterday. I had a terrible migraine.
Timmy said to me the other night when I was setting my alarm to record, because I record with Amanda as well at like 7 o'clock in the morning. He's like, now that you don't have a job, why are you still getting up at like 6:30 in the morning? I'm like, because I have to work. I have to podcast with people who actually do have jobs.
Oh, T. My little T.
So, all right, here we are. We're going to talk Married at First Sight. You're going to hear our interview with Michael. I'm going to press him. I hope he's ready for it.
Are you?
I want to know what this plan was.
I know. Do you think he's going to tell us?
No.
I don't either.
No.
Like, he's not going to tell us the truth, is he? No, he can't. He's a human. Like, he's a human, real person. And he's probably friends with some of these people.
Oh, that's what we got to figure out, too.
I know. Like, are we really friends, Michael? Or is it just like...
Have you watched the season? Does Orion really dick bridge? All right. So it's been 9 months, we learned, since the reunion.
Wouldn't it be something if we found out that Cameron faked a broken ticka?
Cameron had receipts, Steph, when he was...
That's right. I forgot.
When he was zapped back to life 3 times.
I forgot he had receipts.
How could you forget? He brought his tickets.
Silly fucking me.
So it's been 9 months. Okay. We open on Claire and she's heading over to Lauren's and they're having martinis. I hate this like set up bullshit.
I do too.
Like,
Like
oh,
a
I'm glad you're
fake
here.
scene.
Now let's have teeny. It's teeny
Yeah.
time.
And they've done it every single time these girls get together. It's a fake drinking celebration of some kind.
Yeah, like
Every time.
if I come to your house and you're like, well, we do have wine when I come to your house, but if I
Right.
come to your house and you're like, let's sit down and make bracelets and talk about our dreams and aspirations, I'm going to be like, I got to run.
The day I invite you to make bracelets,
I got to
you
run.
better just throw me in the trunk and drop me off at the nearest hospital.
Yeah, it's not.
Because something is wrong.
Something's awry. So Claire got a new job working with at-risk adolescents, and she says she feels good and her life is bright right now.
Can I say something about that?
Yeah.
I feel like Claire seems more normal to me in this episode than she has in any other one before. And I really
Agree.
do hope that she is working with like younger people, because I kind of feel like she might do a little bit better there, since she can't find her adult friends' ways out of their shit show.
So it's interesting because I struggle with this, right?
I know.
Because how do I put this? I have the exact right therapist for me. My therapist is my age. She has life experience. She's worked in a similar field to me. She has children. I don't know if I could sit down with somebody of Claire's age and ask them to help me navigate my life challenges at 47.
So here's an interesting conversation. I had a therapist much younger than me. Remember? Actually, it was one that Janet recommended, because I've been trying to get on Janet's waiting list for 25 years. And it was hard. I couldn't do it. I did it for like a couple of months and it was just not the right fit. She just didn't. It was just, she was younger. She had a new baby. I'm just saying it didn't work for me. She didn't understand my 40-year-old bullshit. Like, and no shade to her. It was just like a life experience that you just have or don't have.
I think, right? Yes. And I think too, there's a difference between, like, I am not saying that she's not qualified.
Correct.
And you're not saying that either.
No.
What we're saying is there's a difference between book learning and life experience.
Right.
So I feel like for me personally, and this is a personal choice, I prefer someone of my age or a little bit older. Agreed. As my therapist.
Me too.
However, I will say this. My daughter has a therapist who's a young woman who you recommended, who we really enjoy. And she works perfect for my daughter.
Right.
And my daughter is, I mean, she's not at risk, but she's an adolescent.
Right.
So I can see somebody of Claire's age working perfectly with this age group. You are correct.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
Because this is where, like, she can relate to that age, but she also has a little bit of ethos. She has a little bit of authority with them. So it might work better.
I agree with that. Totally.
Yeah. I mean, guys, come at us if you're a woman of a certain age and you have a young therapist. I'm sure look, I acted like I was 50 years old when I was 21. So there are people out there who are like old souls who maybe have had some shit go down in their lives.
Oh, yeah.
And they can absolutely talk about it at 21, 22 years old.
Right.
But I think that's the exception, not the rule.
Correct. I agree with that.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay. So Claire says she has a new boyfriend. She says he lives in Seattle and it's long distance for now. They talk about watching the reunion and Claire says it was really wild. And Lauren says, and this is something my friend Matt Marr says all the time. What other people think of you is none of your business.
None of your business, yeah.
And that's what Lauren says to Claire. And I think it's when Matt said that on his podcast for the first time, I was like, wow. Yeah. That is like, I wish somebody told me that when I was 22.
Yeah. No, I get it. I just feel like that line feels so like Instagram meme-ish.
Yeah, I think it's taken off in the last couple of years, sure. Yeah,
but it totally resonates for sure.
It's right. So Lauren has met Claire's boyfriend. She really likes him. Now, I want to say something. These two girls call Orion a liar. And I think that's pretty funny.
That was Amy. I had to rewind because at first I thought I like misunderstood what they said. I'm like, no, they didn't just say that. That was great. So great.
Yep.
I'm actually a little pissed that I didn't come up with it myself. Think of it, yes, right. Yes.
So Lauren is very upset that O'Liar made her out to be an angry person. And I'm sure there's like, and we've talked about this before, I'm sure there's a race element here. You know what I mean? Like there is a stigma around the Black community that you don't want to look like the angry Black woman, the angry Black man. And she's probably pissed off that he tried to make her look that way because I don't think she is. She hasn't.
No, I don't think she is.
She has not like come across that way to us.
No, angry Black woman, absolutely not. No.
She seems to be the one woman in this group that really has her shit together.
I agree with that. Yeah. I mean, I think Chloe does too.
Yeah, me too. Here's the difference. I don't think Lauren is an angry Black woman. I think Lauren is a strong woman who speaks her mind.
Yes. And
she does it in a way that is way more mature than any of these other women, the exception of Chloe. Right. And that can be intimidating to men. Yes. And I'm sure she intimidated the fuck out of that little O'Liar. And no. I'm here for her. I'm here for Lauren.
Too. I love Lauren too. I was going to say something and I totally forgot what it was. Sorry.
So she says, I'm glad that I went through this thing, but she says people can only meet you as far as they've met themselves.
That's true.
That's true.
She is very wise.
She is. She is a good therapist.
Yes.
Yeah. So she says this has made her more open to possibilities, but she is real coy when it comes to, are you seeing somebody?
Yeah, which to me sounds like she is, and she just doesn't want to say it. Because if you're not, wouldn't you just say no? No, I agree. I wouldn't either. Keep a liar away from any potential.
I don't think a liar would be the problem, but I would be afraid of just my boyfriend thinking or girlfriend thinking I'm involved with any of these people.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So now we see Michael. He's heading to his tattoo appointment. He's getting an angel crying, which represents the unexpected death of his father and uncle. This is it's sweet, the tattoo moment, but it's kind of funny because the tattoo artist is like, how's it going? And then Michael just goes on and on for like 25 minutes.
And he's sitting back there like,
the guy's just like,
I know. That's like, a couple of months ago, I got a new tattoo, the trees on my arm. And I was downtown and I was doing my tattoo. And I absolutely love the guy that did my tattoo.
Yeah, that guy did my tattoo too. He's a talker.
He's so nice, but he's the nicest guy. But
he really is.
He talked so much that by the time I left there, I knew all about his life. I knew all about his health problems, his wife and his health her health problems, his son, and those like we were taught. I was giving them like nutritional advice.
Yep.
Insane. But he's super, super, super duper nice. But yeah, but he was one of like I was the person sitting there like, oh my God.
Yes.
But he's
when
really
Jenny
sweet.
And I went to get done, there was like 3 women behind us waiting.
Yeah.
And he was talking so much. They got so annoyed. They just got up and left.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because it went on for like 2 hours.
Oh, I was there for like 3 hours.
Yeah. And this is just like a little spool thread. Well, it should have taken half an hour.
I don't know if we could see. Mine's a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
But it took it took 3 hours.
Yeah.
Which was fine. But, talker.
Yep.
He's just funny. It reminded me of that.
So Chloe now is chilling with, I think it's Cesar. We were saying Caesar, but I think it's Cesar.
Yeah, Cesar.
She does not resent Michael at all. She says,
do you think she's going a little too hard out of her way to say how to make us all aware of how okay she is?
Chloe's doing too much.
Thank you. That's my point. She's
and
way
I'll get there.
Overdue. Okay.
Yeah, because there's a point in time where I'm like, okay, calm down.
Yeah, simmer.
Okay. So she says she has a beautiful relationship with all of the men. I'm like, all of them? And she's grateful because they took her under her wing when she wasn't feeling very valued or supported by the other women. Dun, dun, dun.
So
she says, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I keep interrupting you. I suck at this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a terrible podcaster. But she reminded me of myself in that whenever there's a whole lot of catty female energy, I immediately gravitate towards the men.
I always hung out with men and boys growing up.
Me too. Yeah, it's just so I
And the women
kind
that
of
I
can feel that, and like these women, I would probably have been madly in like love with all the quote unquote wonderful dudes on the show too. You know,
I'm
so
appreciating women more the older I get.
yes.
But when I was a teenager, I hung out with mostly guys, which is my internalized misogyny and why I'm so fucked up. But go on.
I don't know about that though. Because I do think there's like a whole category that I just didn't like. I don't want to say category, but like personality type, I guess, that I just don't resonate with. And that's it.
Yeah.
Like that female sort of hating boys, like all like I don't know. It's just
you're on the wrong podcast then.
No,
I hate all these boys.
Well, we hate these boys too, but these I just mean like in general, it just feels like a very girls drool or girls rule, boys drool sort of thing. And it's like I get it, but at the same time, it's so juvenile.
When I was younger though, I think there's a lot. See, it's so hard to divorce my behavior as a young person from also being a fat person. Like those two things are just so ingrained. So I think that I was just talking with Amanda about this the other day. Like one of the defense devices that I had, like the protection devices, was to befriend the boys.
I know.
In order to not be rejected by them. Does that make sense?
Completely.
So like I think I did that for a long time. Like I'm the cool girl, I'll be your friend.
Right. And so
you don't have to tell me that you don't want to fuck me or you don't want to date me.
Do you know what's really wild though? As a teen, I did that as well, but I wasn't overweight as a teen. I didn't struggle with my weight until like I was in my 20s, but I did the same thing. And now we're getting real fucking deep, guys. It just dawned on me that it was because, oh my God, it always goes back to my mom, guys. Not being accepted by my mom is like something that I feel I carry into every relationship with every female I know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Do you know what? So I always gravitate towards men. Yeah, that's weird.
That makes sense.
All right, so nobody asked for that bullshit.
There we go.
Moving right along.
Stephanie's therapy corner.
Moving right along.
So Chloe's like, there's been a lot going on behind the scenes, and I swear to God, I think Jerry Springer belonged at that reunion.
I know.
We're gonna ask Michael all about that reunion. Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
So Chloe says there's been some comments about her being a harlot and stealing husbands, and these comments have been made by other women. So now she says, and this is where I think she's doing too much, because she won't let this burner account thing die.
I know. Okay? She said it so many times.
It reminds me of, and I was just telling you this off the air a little while ago, it reminds me of Sister Wives when Chloe and Janelle and those guys start talking about the blogs. Everybody, once they come out on the Today Show, then they go back home.
Oh, you mean Cody?
Oh, what'd I say? Chloe?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Cody. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Cody and Janelle.
Okay, got it.
And they come back, and Maddie and all those guys are like, the bloggers are talking about us. And Cody's like, I hate bloggers. And Janelle's like, you shouldn't listen to guys.
I know.
Stop it. You sound like idiots.
You know what it is though, like now, but I feel like Chloe's just starting to sound like a woman scorned.
Well, first of all, is it a burner account or is it a Finsta?
Well, I think they're all Finstas. I think that's what she means.
I don't know. A burner phone.
Burner phone, right? Yeah.
Maybe like, I'm just an old lady. I have no idea.
Burner account to me is more like those annoying like bot emails that I get all the time. Yeah.
Well, and you know my curious ass. Now I need to find this burner account. So she says this burner account is making nasty comments about her, and she's not going to engage, and she thinks she's just someone who wants to be friendly with everyone, and she's sorry that that's threatening. Now they talk about Lauren going after Michael. Okay. Chloe says she kind of understands what happened. Mm-hmm. She says the fans were putting it out there after Lauren got her dud in the deal, and after Michael got left by the altar and went through his broke back Prince. That
you think I could call him Brokeback Prince later?
We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it with him. Absolutely, we are.
Oh,
yes,
thank God.
Yes.
Okay.
I think he has a good enough sense of humor.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope so, because like, dear Lord.
Does he know the show he's coming on? So she says, I think in that moment, like fans were kind of like, these two should be together.
Yeah.
And she says that might have ignited something in Lauren to cause her to investigate it. But she has to remember where Michael's loyalty lies.
This is where I was like, come on, sweetheart. Like, girl. Okay. Amy, let's break this down for a minute. Okay. We have said that Michael and Lauren should have been paired. Like, absolutely. Every fucking week. Mm-hmm.
Chloe's not the right match for Michael.
No, I don't think she is either.
She's not at all. Michael needs a woman with a little bit of dirt under her tires. Like, he needs somebody who's got a little grit to them.
Like me?
Like me. No, I'm the least gritty person on earth. But somebody
I could be
like,
gritty.
No, I think like Lauren. Like, Lauren's got a little badass in her.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he needs. I'm going to confront him about this.
We are. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I
just
had a great idea. Maybe Michael will let us find a perfect match for him. And we could start our own little dating.
I don't want to get involved.
Mike, well, I do. Michael, call me later.
That could be your side project. I'm not getting involved in that.
Stephanie starts a podcast with Michael where we pair each other, we pair people up with who we think they belong with.
There you go.
I'm going to talk to him about that little business venture later.
Michael, he just needs some. Chloe's too pure for him.
Well,
at least what I'm seeing.
What we see, yes, because she did say she's a freak in the sheets.
She is a freak in the sheets.
Well, she said she is.
But that's subjective. What does that mean? Freak in the sheets to some people could be like reverse cowgirl.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not like the crazy.
I wish everybody could just see the face that you made.
I'm just saying, we don't know what that means. It's real subjective. Like, what does freak in the sheets mean to Christine Brown? It probably means, we're going to have sex on the floor instead of the bed.
Yeah, or I'm getting on top.
Right. So we need to know. We'll ask him all these hard-hitting questions, and I'm sure he'll answer. I'm sure he'll answer when I'm like, what is Chloe like in bed? Tell us right now.
I'm sure he's going to dread the minute he gets on here. He's going to be like, oh my God.
And I'm not 100, since we set this up through a TLC person, I'm not 100% sure, or not TLC, the kinetic person.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure the kinetic person won't be on the call. And if they're on the call, it's going to make it even more awkward.
Oh, really?
Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. We'll have to see. Okay.
Oh, shit.
So now I wrote, oh, Jesus Christ, the guys are headed to Union Station. We all know what happens there. Cam and Brennan go on double dates. So this time it's Austin, Michael, and Orion. And Orion announces he's found a Reiki healer and he's going to do a cacao moon ceremony. And Austin says, chocolate and moons, like sign me up and, whatever. So they're going to do this.
This sounds like something that I would do. I have done these.
This sounds like something you would invite me to that I would say
you
no.
wouldn't go. And I would go by myself.
100%.
Because I have.
Yeah. I mean, this is, I think, and we see the ceremony later, and Orion incorporates a lot of his own cultural traditions into it, and it's really lovely, and I'm not going to rag on it. But I would say I personally would not go to this.
Oh, I would totally go.
I don't go to things like this. Okay.
This is like right up my fucking alley. Liar might even be able to build a dick bridge to me by even just bringing up Reiki.
I'm going to say something. Let me get the shame bell.
Oh, is it what I was going to just say too? Shame. Wait, let's do it at the same time.
Shame.
1,
he looks good.
2, 3. His hair.
His hair looks short.
I just smashed my desk.
He looks good.
I just slammed down my hand. I'm so sorry.
God, I hate him. I hate him for being so good. Let me tell you something. I say this. I said it before. I'll say it again. I would totally go home with this guy. I hate myself for it. I hate myself for it.
You would. I don't think I would go home with him.
I would.
I know.
And I would keep going back for his bullshit.
I know you would.
God, I hate myself. I want to. Sometimes I want to put a bag over my head and just hit myself.
I know.
That's how much I hate myself. Okay.
I know.
So Austin's like, I'm all into this. And then he says, Becca and I are good, but, we decided that she doesn't want to be friends. And Michael says, Austin, you had really pure intentions. Okay.
Okay.
Orion says, I started getting messages from Lauren as the season was airing, and we thought we can reconcile, but that didn't happen. Okay, sir, whatever. And Michael says, a reconciliation can look different to people. Like it does, and he is right. It doesn't have to be a friendship.
Right.
It can just be this thing happened between us. We're good.
Yeah.
Let's just move forward. So Orion has had some broth. Okay. And he regrets a liar. And he regrets not moving in with Lauren, but he says he could not get out of his own head.
Yeah, no shit, asshole.
Yep.
Where was the Reiki then? No, that's not nice. I shouldn't say that.
Yeah. Okay. So Emily and Claire are going for sushi.
I love sushi.
Like, we're going for sushi.
She does something later that truly made me want to like gouge my own fucking eyeballs out. Okay.
Emily says, Claire, you're the only one who like saw Brennan for who he was. Okay. And Emily tells the camera, I hope people don't think we're dwelling on the past or putting these men down. Yeah, you are.
That's exactly
you're dwelling on the past.
Doing, you psychopath.
She goes, but we are cute and we are powerful.
Oh, wait, she says, hold on. With these, she does this. This is exactly what she does. She makes like this face and she goes, most people think I'm cute, but you.
Yeah, it's weird.
And it's like, no one can see what I'm doing. But that's what I was truly, I actually wrote notes because I was like, what the fuck just happened? She's, oh God, Aim.
So Claire says, we're all on different parts of the healing journey. And I love Emily, but I don't have this verbatim, but she kind of says she chooses to live in the past.
Yeah. I was going to say, if she doesn't stop talking with her mouth full of food, I'm going to jump through my screen and fucking punch her in the freaking mouth.
Who does that, Emily?
Emily. The entire show.
I didn't even notice.
Which I know is really hard when you're eating sushi, which is one of the issues that I have with sushi. I love it so much, but I hate that you have to shove the whole thing in your mouth because then you're like, it's gross, but it's delicious. But we don't talk with our mouths full. Come on.
No.
Am I being an asshole? That's assholey. I get
no,
it.
I just these people never eat food. Like they get food delivered and then they talk and never eat it, and it frustrates me.
But now she is
really
eating,
so I can't. I don't know.
I know we can't win. We're just assholes.
So Claire is basically telling us, like, I've moved forward, and Emily is still very much stuck there.
Yeah, she seems like. She kind of even feels over all of this.
Well, we get to what's going on later in her therapy session. I think that's fascinating. And I want to thank her and her therapist and MAFS people for putting that on because I think it was important.
So I was going to ask you, how much do you think Emily paid for this therapist to come on the show to pretend that he was fixing her after she heard what people really thought of her? No,
I think she's been going to this therapist.
I hope so.
But I think she needs so much work.
Yeah.
That's why we're not seeing a lot of forward progress. We'll get there.
Yeah, could be.
So Claire's like, Emily, are you dating? And she's like, if I want a boyfriend, I could have it right now.
God.
So I just wrote, there's some weird energy here. I feel like Claire's kind of distancing herself from Emily.
Do you blame her?
No.
Hey everyone, stay tuned. Little Miss Recap will be right back after these words.
Chloe is home tending to her 75 dogs and she calls Michael. She says she's putting together a volunteer day at the Broken Shovel Sanctuary and she wants him to come.
Yep.
They joke around. She says she's inviting the other husbands as well. They joke about water buffaloes. I assumed they were talking about here's how living in the country I am. Do you know what a water buffalo is? Like, not the animal.
Oh, no.
So the water buffalo is that big plastic container full of water that you see on farms a lot.
Yeah.
So like farmers will fill them and then drive them and put them in certain parts of their fields.
Yes.
So that they have access to water, to like water whatever and stuff like that. That's what I thought they were talking about. I didn't know there was an actual animal called the water buffalo.
I hate you. This is adorable and I love you. I can't.
Okay.
Aim, I have to say something.
Go ahead.
I feel like, did you see that like they were FaceTiming?
Mm-hmm.
And she's holding her little dog that was adorable. I can't stop thinking that I just really think she's in love with him. And I think she's pretending she's not. At least at this time.
Know.
Maybe
I
in
don't
current
know.
day. I think she is.
I
really
know.
do. I'm picking it up
Maybe.
big time.
Maybe.
I'm probably wrong because I was wrong about everything.
I don't know.
This
I'm not good
season.
at reading stuff like that. So maybe you're right.
That I'm totally picking up on. I think she has major feelings.
Okay.
And she's trying to work through those by pretending she doesn't.
Okay. Michael gives Lauren. Okay. So Michael meets up with Lauren and Chloe now. And he gives Lauren an earring. And he really starts flirting with her.
Yeah.
Michael's the one who brings up, you know, should we have dated? This is what the fans want. He's leaning into this.
Is he leaning into it or is he just being like silly?
Well, I have a question about that. I wrote that out. Let me pose the question to you and then you tell me what you think. So Claire asks if Michael and Lauren are dating, but Michael turns it right on to him and Lauren, and he says the internet has been willing this union. He's like, so many people have said this to me, and Lauren's like, I get this a lot too. Now, here's my question. Could he have just wanted to bring this up to address it on camera and to quash it, or is he flirting?
I did not think he was flirting.
I think...
Okay, let me
know what Michael's birthday is? Is Michael a Libra? Because he's got some real Libra energy.
Let's ask him later.
Yeah, he's got some real Libra energy. And you know me, Stephanie, you know me. I will flirt with anyone and anything. I cannot resist a flirt. Cannot resist it.
Oh, me too. I am agreeing with that.
So I see him flirting and enjoying the attention.
But I also think, is he just a flirty guy? I'm just a flirty guy. Because what I guess I'm trying to say is, was it just a harmless, this is who I am, I flirt interaction? Or was he actually flirting with her because he kind of wants to see what it might? I don't think so.
I think he's flirting because he likes the attention.
Yeah.
As they say, game recognizes game.
Yeah.
I flirt with anyone who will flirt back with me.
I know, me too.
So, and I'm a good flirt. I have to say, I'm a good flirt.
Oh, I am not. You are. Like, you can even make me swoon sometimes.
I'm a good flirt. It's a skill that I have worked hard on. Let's put it that way. But then I'm so funny because rarely does a man take the bait when I'm flirting with them. But once in a while it will happen, right? And I get all like, get away from me.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You're like the moth that goes a little too close to the flame. And you're like, get away, get away.
I'm Icarus flying too close to the sun.
Yes, that's what you are. Yes, yes.
So, and T Archer is a flirt too. Timmy is a big flirt too.
I have flirted more with your husband than my own. Yes. So yes, I understand.
We're both equally flirtatious. Yes. Yeah. 100%. So now we see Becca meeting up with Lindsay, her friend. Lindsay is stunning.
Why? How? Oh. She's truly She's one of the most beautiful girls I think I've ever seen. Like, she's striking.
Hangs out with the smoke show.
She's strikingly beautiful. Like, really.
So not much happens here. You know, Becca talks about she had high hopes and she feels like she let the viewers down, and Lindsay's like, you're not a bad person. It just didn't work out. Austin couldn't meet you where you were. And I think that's a good assessment by Hot Smoke Show Lindsay.
Yeah, I think so too.
Austin just was never going to meet Becca on her emotional maturity. Never.
So here's I think Austin might just be a little bit of a dum-dum. God forgive me.
Austin's a simple guy.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
Thank you.
he
Like,
doesn't
not
want
not
for
dumb,
much.
but
Yeah,
he
he's
just
just eh,
he's not deep. It's all surface
he's just
level.
gonna
He's
play
just
Pilot Wing 64,
I don't
some
even know what that
Zelda,
is. I know
and
Zelda.
he's just gonna, chill out, smoke a little bit,
Drink a
just
lot.
hang out in
'Cause
his apartment.
all right.
So we see the
I
Reiki.
bet his room smells like dirty laundry. Like when you open the room to his bedroom, I bet it's like it hits you in the face.
Maybe. So the husbands, minus Austin, and Chloe go to the animal sanctuary, and Michael has his farmer overalls on, and I was laughing because it's probably similar to the situation where a couple of years ago you could buy those jeans that came pre-dirty.
Yeah.
And they were like $300. These overalls were probably $300.
I'm not kidding. They were super hot.
They were cute. I wrote, "Oh my God, Cam is here." And he
Amy?
has a little health update. Do you want to give it?
No, I don't even know what it is because I
Oh.
was so taken aback by this is the first time seeing Cameron that I actually was like, I felt a little chill down my spine.
You can just make up his health update. It doesn't need to be factual.
Oh.
So go ahead.
Oh, okay. So the healthy do you want me to do it as Cameron?
Yeah. No, I'm just asking
Oh.
you as Stephanie to tell me about it.
Okay. Oh my. You're so mean.
I'll be Chloe. Ready?
All right.
Oh, hey, Cam. Hey, Cam. How are you? Do you want to come over and wipe a water buffalo's vagina?
Well, I think I'd like to do that, but my heart is still so broken. My ticker won't be able to handle it. So I'm just here to stand. I'm just going to stand around.
Oh no! What's going on with your ticker?
Did you not hear? Did you not hear that Claire broke my ticker? Claire broke my ticker.
I feel like you're sliding into an English accent there, Cam. What's going on?
I might be. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's fucking happening, you guys.
Cam, you'll be happy to know that we have a defibrillator on standby and paramedics in case you need to be shocked 3 times back to life.
Oh, Chloe, it's a great time to ask you my question. Does your defibrillator, am I saying that right?
Yeah,
I don't know
sure.
my
You put an R in there, but that's okay.
Okay, defibrillator. Will it give a receipt?
Right, because you need a receipt.
I need receipts. I need to be able to show the receipts for all the times my ticker had to be shaken back to life thanks to Claire.
Cam, we might be able to print out a receipt, but I'm not sure. Oh wait, hold on. A cow needs me. A 3-legged cow needs me. Hold on. I'm coming, Petunia. And scene. Okay. So, yeah, I agree with you though. When I saw Cam, I was like, chill ran down my spine.
Truly but that's never happened to me with him before, but it did this time.
Yeah.
And there was something about the way he was wearing his boots that they looked like scary Ronald McDonald boots. And I was just
no, not Ronald McDonald. Michael Myers boots.
Oh, I hate anything scary like that.
You know what? I want him to show up in a Michael Myers jumpsuit. It's the full piece Carhartt.
He could just maybe Michael could just let him borrow his overalls. We could have already staged this scene.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
so Michael tells the camera that the men have gravitated towards Chloe because she's so great, and they all think I'm a big old idiot for ending the marriage. But I guarantee you, Michael doesn't think he's an idiot for ending it.
I don't think
he seems fine with it.
Yeah, he does.
We all have met people like that. Like, you're good for me on paper, but it's just not there.
Well, I don't know that anybody's good on paper for me. I did want to say though that for some reason, when all of the guys were together this time anyway, I didn't hate them as much as I do when the girls are around. When it's the girls, I hate them. That's terrible to say that I hate them.
I'm predisposed to hating Brennan.
I need a better word.
I'm predisposed to hating Brennan because he is such a bro.
I know, but even he was,
and he triggers me.
He even seemed a little bit normal though.
Yeah. And he could be a perfectly nice person, but he triggers me personally. It's a me problem, not a him problem.
Oh no, I understand it. I'm just saying it was bonkers.
I didn't recoil at their presence in this scene. Let's put that
first time. Yep.
And I've always liked Austin. I do like Austin.
See, Austin is the one that I find to be maybe the most the shadiest.
No, I don't agree with that at all. I think Austin is simple and harmless.
Oh, God, I don't know. I just want him to stop talking.
So Brennan says he has a girlfriend now and she's awesome. Everything's great.
Mm-hmm.
Cam says, I can't do it. I've been traveling. Say it.
I've been traveling.
He's been traveling. He's going, oh God, he is such a fucking idiot. He's going to Puerto Rico because there's some tax incentives to move there and he's got to check it out. Okay. How much money are you trying to hide? Whatever, dude.
So, wouldn't it be wild if it turned out that he was like a closet billionaire?
Puerto Rico, I don't think you can hide your money there since it's technically United States territory.
Yeah.
But what tax incentives does a guy who runs a tiny bike shop need to take advantage of? You're not Bill Gates.
Does Puerto Rico have like tax is that a thing? I'm going to Google it. We're Googling. I
don't think Puerto Rico's a tax shelter.
Puerto Rico. All right, I'm looking it up.
Okay. Real time.
Yeah, they're still required to pay U.S. federal taxes.
Yes.
Yeah. So what is he talking about?
I don't know, but this is.
There was an article on NBC News that says, "Do Puerto Rico tax breaks displace locals to benefit the wealthy?" And I don't have time to read that.
I'm not saying that there's not. So we're talking about two different things.
I know we are. I'm sorry.
The way that he implied it was like it was a tax shelter. It's not. He's saying tax incentives. Fine. There might be tax incentives to move there. But how much money, how much income does he have?
No, I understand. I get it.
Take it from somebody who, has made $12,000 a year at one point in my life.
Oh, yes.
He's not making fistfuls of cash.
Maybe he has cash. Maybe.
Oh, maybe he has a ton of money.
Has a ton of money. Maybe his dad has a ton of money from when he sued his mom from when she broke his ticker.
Maybe. So she says, Chloe starts talking about the other women and she says, my life improved immensely when I removed myself from that. Brennan's like, oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. We all saw their true colors at the reunion. Cam says the energy, and he's not wrong here. The energy they're putting into the online discourse shows they're just putting negative energy out there. However, sir, let's draw our attention to you sending emails to your ex-girlfriend telling her to cease and desist talking about you. You're putting a lot of energy into this too.
He is, yeah.
Chloe says there is this burner account out there and they're writing terrible shit about me. And Brennan's like, this is middle school mean girl behavior, bro. And Cam says they're toxic. So she says, I'd just rather be with the husbands, which according to the burner account on Facebook, I came to steal all of you. Okay. Oh my God. Calm down. You're doing too much.
But how about how she says, the burner account said the most, what did she say? The worst, like most unimaginable or whatever, like dramatic thing that she said, the worst possible thing ever about her. And I'm like, what could it have possible? That's the worst thing.
Stop saying burner account, lady.
Please stop saying burner account and please stop insinuating that this is the worst thing that you could ever have done. Like no one is accusing you of murder.
I just came up with what I feel about Chloe. Okay. I like Chloe, but she has preschool teacher energy. Like she could be like a living home on the prairie teaching preschool. And Michael's not into that. Michael wants somebody who's going to drink too much and come home and be filthy with him. That's what he wants. Right here.
Right here. Do we have a ding sound?
No, I don't.
We need one. Ding, ding, ding.
So she says this is a psychosis. And Cam says, we're used to this, but you're just learning it. Okay, you had a 2-week head start, weirdo.
Yeah, seriously, dude, whatever.
Now Austin is talking to Cesar about his experience. And he says, I had trouble coming to terms with what my family would see on camera. And I didn't feel comfortable with that. Austin says, I do not have ED and I'm not a repressed Christian.
Oh my God.
He says, I'm just a normal guy who likes to build a connection with a woman before we bang.
Ooh,
so we got some answers there. We got some answers. Chloe and Michael talk. He says he's glad Cesar didn't come for him and they agree that they respect each other, but they just decide to go their separate ways. Now we get Lauren in a crisis cam, which is what I call when anything is self-filmed. And she's like, Chloe and I are no longer friends because she became irate when I followed Michael on social media. Chloe said it was the ultimate betrayal. And Lauren's like, this is just weird. I can't be friends with Michael, yet she can be friends with Austin and all the other guys. And she says, I'm not in the business of coddling insecurities. I'm out.
Wow. This was kind of bizarro to me.
If Chloe did that, that's fucked up.
But
I'm going to ask Michael about it. I'm going to ask him.
Okay. Because I need more answers.
Yeah, we all do. So now we see Emily. And this scene I thought was riveting. Okay. She's going to see Dr. Eric, her therapist. Oh. Interesting that she chose a male therapist.
Yes.
Interesting.
Right?
Yep.
Did she choose it though, or did like production set this up?
I don't know. I feel like this has been her therapist. You don't?
Not at all.
Okay.
I don't think she was in therapy until this moment.
No, remember she said, I'm going to therapy twice a week. Remember she
Well, that was like last week.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's literally she's been in therapy for like a week.
Yeah, but it's been 9 months since the reunion. She said it last week on the reunion.
True.
So I think she's been going.
Okay.
But I think Emily has so much trauma from her childhood and so little self-awareness. Yeah. She is going to move inch by inch by inch through this.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Some people are just that. Some people are that way, you know? So Emily says she's been working on her triggers and Brennan was her dad in a lot of ways. And this is so, I could have watched a season of this.
I know.
Give me this.
I know.
So she says he became her dad in a lot of ways. The critical lens he comes with really pushed her buttons.
Do you know what I noticed that Emily does when she's like searching for words, which I'm not throwing shade. It's kind of funny because I'm always like, what's the word? Because I have like menopause brain fog, but she'll be like his criticalness or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Their funniness.
She said, I do notice that. She's setting boundaries with her parents. It sounds like she's not talking to them.
That's what I was thinking too.
Now, I was trying to think of what we know about her background. So we learned when they were playing soccer that her dad was just constantly pushing her. Constantly.
Her dad was like the stage mom, but of sports.
Yes. Yeah. This is fascinating.
It is. Especially, it's fascinating to me with like the father-daughter dynamic. Like you see that a lot with fathers and sons or like, yeah.
Which is
but with
interesting,
fathers and daughters, it's weird. The sport thing is weird. God, everyone's going to come for me.
The general rule of thumb, I think, is that whichever parent triggers you the most problem with, you should pick the opposite sex therapist. That's the general rule of thumb.
Interesting.
So I'm surprised that she chose a male.
Well, that's really interesting because then that means that I need a male therapist.
Right. I wonder how you would do with a male therapist.
I don't know.
I don't know because you have other male trauma though in your life. Like she might too, but if she's trying to get to the core of the childhood issue, you know what I mean? And focusing on that, a female therapist might feel like a safer place for her. I don't know. I thought it was odd.
I did too. Yeah.
I mean, this guy seems great. And he seems to be a safe place for her. So,
I mean, Dr. Eric reminded me of someone I just still haven't figured out who.
Well, and I just want to be very clear. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not a therapist. So therapist, backdoor friends, please come and correct me. Maybe you're supposed to be with the same sex person because that person then can help you get, I don't know.
I actually think that they would probably come back. Like a real therapist would probably say it doesn't matter.
You're right.
Okay.
So Dr. Eric says, so she's not speaking to her parents. And she says this. And Dr. Eric says, well, you found some great allies too. And she goes, oh yeah, duh. Oh yeah, duh. Yeah, and she says she can be dismissive and defensive. And her friends have pointed that out. Emily says she didn't realize that she had low self-esteem coming into this. And he says perfectionism comes from low self-esteem.
Well, I feel seen.
And I think there's starting to be a cultural shift around this kind of stuff. Like kids who were in the gifted programs, kids who really excelled, they're starting to see like that sometimes comes with its own bag of issues, right?
Oh,
Like,
sure.
and it just, I feel like Emily was pushed to be this soccer star and she was really good at it.
Mm-hmm.
And she has all these underlying issues as a result of that, especially because it came from her father.
Right.
So he says the drive there is that you have to prove you're worth something. So you're constantly trying to perfection your way out of things.
Mm-hmm.
So Michael and Chloe go out to dinner. They're getting all saucy. They have good chemistry. They basically say they're going to have a group event and they're going to see who comes. Mm-hmm. So that's where they are.
How sweet was it that at this dinner, though, Chloe says that you can be a whole package at the wrong address.
I thought that was right.
I did too.
Thought that was right. I also think that Michael said the girls need to break out of the groupthink.
Yes.
And he's right.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Because that's truly what we've said this entire fucking season. This whole living together group shit thing is not working. Because, like, let's face it, experts and fucking producers, none of us get married in the real world as a group. Like, it just doesn't happen. So, like,
he says the men never had that. He goes, not once did any of the men talk to me about my marriage.
Really?
So I thought that was interesting. So Chloe
Do you
says, all right,
that?
let's give it a try. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. But Michael wasn't in the main group.
That's true. They were probably, because I feel like I've seen them do that. But
I have no doubt in my mind that Cam and Brennan had the most disgusting group text ever.
Yeah, for sure. Oh God.
I don't think Austin was in on it. So the four wives are going to get matching tattoos. Then turns out, no, it's only Claire and Emily. Because Becca's going to Australia and she can't get it done. I wonder if she's going to Cam's homeland.
No, he's from New Zealand.
Well, that's only a skip and a jump away right
but
there.
It's not Australia.
It's that part of the world.
I know.
Yeah. So Lauren is conflicted. She isn't sure she wants to remember this experience. So, she's not sure she's getting the tattoo. She's not. Spoiler alert. They're getting a dainty little wave that symbolizes them giving up control. This is Emily's first tattoo. Whatever. This is so dumb.
So dumb.
So dumb. Group event. Nobody shows up. Literally only Austin and his roommate show up. And they joke about, could there be something between these two? There's not.
I don't think there is.
There's not. Kyla says, Kyla's the roommate. Mm-hmm. She goes, out of pocket. Chloe's more mature. I love the phrase out of pocket. I want to start using it more.
Okay,
it's going to sound so lame coming from me, but out of pocket, I think it would be fun.
Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to add it to my 3-phrase repertoire that I have.
She says, I'm recognizing the truth. And Chloe says she goes where she's loved, valued, and appreciated. And she has always felt that from the guys, especially Austin. Then we see the four wives meeting up at a wine bar. They're donating their wedding dresses, but they're, having a drink first. They talk about their husbands, and Lauren goes, I have no ill will. And Emily goes, oh, I do.
I know.
Yep.
And then, oh my God, I think it's healthy.
Then she says, I hope in 20 years when I'm married and rich and hot that he will reappear. Oh girl, you got to let this go. You got to let this go.
This is something that I thought when I was like 18.
Yeah, this is revenge fantasy that I had when I got divorced. I was 24.
Yes.
Like, no.
I know.
But don't forget, she has never been in a relationship.
I know, which is why I said from day one, she should never have even been in this experiment.
No, she is stunted romantically, if that makes sense.
Well, she's stunted emotionally.
Right, and romantically. So this is her first relationship. This is her first breakup.
I know. That's messed up, isn't it?
So Emily says, I'm going to try to stop talking about it. And that's it. That is the end of the season. We're done.
We're done.
I never want to see these people again.
No.
We'll talk to Michael. Once we put that in the can, I'm done. Done.
Wow. I mean, I am done with all of them except for Chloe and Michael. I don't mind them at all. I would talk to them every day. Don't care. But the rest of those fuckers, I never want to see again. If I never hear Emily and Austin's voice again, it will be too soon.
I like Becca still.
I'm on the fence with her.
And I feel
still.
like what Becca's experiencing right now is remorse that she got so sucked into the groupthink.
That's possible.
Mm-hmm. Because she said that in the reunion. She's like, I always think for myself. And I'm really disappointed that I got into this.
Okay. I must have missed that.
Yeah.
Or I forgot.
So I think Becca is smart. I think she is emotionally very intelligent. And I think she got swept up in something. I think she regrets it. I don't think I think where she and Austin landed is the best thing for both of them.
I do too.
But I think she regrets being caught up in that bullshit.
Yeah, I can see that. I would agree with that.
I like Becca.
She was my favorite. And it's not that I dislike her. I got really tarnished when she joined the dark side.
Yeah.
And I'm having a hard time coming back.
Yeah, I hear you.
And now I'm like at the point where I kind of don't fucking care. I just don't care. I'm exhausted of this. I'm exhausted of these people.
It really wore us out.
It did. This has been a big fucking haul, Aim. We've been doing this since like 2007.
Do you remember me saying to you, like, get ready. This is going to be a
commitment. And I didn't believe you.
26 weeks. It's a long time. That's 6 months.
I know. Crazy.
Yikes. Okay, guys, remember, stay subscribed to Little Miss Recap. We got a lot more coming at you. We're doing our Virgin River rewatch, which we're absolutely loving. People are loving the Virgin River recaps.
I am so glad because it's the most fun I've ever had date on this podcast. Nothing is more fun than Virgin River for me.
We're also going to be dropping the interview with Michael on Saturday. Baby Reindeer will be coming shortly after that. Amanda and I are doing Love During Lockup. We're doing 90 Day Love in Paradise.
That's another one I have to watch. I was on my thing and then I saw all the hubbub that it was taken off and now I think it's back on.
It's back on. Yeah. Okay. We saw some dick pic in there. So.
I'm going to watch today. I'm excited to watch that actually.
And then we're also covering Sister Wives and that's it.
The rewatch?
Yeah. The rewatch.
Nice.
Yeah. And Seeking Sister Wife, of course, which.
Of course. Oh, man. I know.
The best show on television right now.
I would agree with that.
I am so crazy for that show. I can't even.
I love it.
I love it so much.
I love it too.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Please join our Facebook group, Backdoor Friends. We have a really good time back there. Back there? Oh, it's backstage.
Oh, it's back there.
Yikes. I have a good time back there.
All right.
I do want to say one thing because I had a couple questions about this. So our Patreon has 3 tiers, a $5, an $8, and $12. If you sign up through Apple subscriptions, it does not allow me to offer you 3 plans. I had to pick one.
I know that's Apple, guys. That's not Amy.
So I picked our most popular, which is the $8 tier. So if you sign up there, that's what you will get. So on the $8 tier, you have Sister Wives, Love During Lockup, 90 Day Love in Paradise. You get everything except the bonuses that are at the $12 tier, which is me reading my book, soap opera stories, soapy stories, soap dish, and Gen X Corner. So you get everything except those things. So, you're getting something.
It's a good deal. I mean, you're pumping out a lot of fucking content.
I know, dude.
It's so much. Guys, please join.
And the problem is I can't help it. Like I just see things and I watch it. Like, okay, so Shabnam and I are gonna do Unlocked. Have you watched that?
I haven't watched that.
Oh, it's so good. So
Unlocked.
Good.
All right.
It's the sheriff in Arkansas, I think, who decides to unlock all the prison doors in the pod and do this experiment.
Oh.
It's really fascinating.
Oh, right.
So
what is it called? I'm writing it down right now. Unlocked.
It's on Netflix.
That's just what I need is another show that I don't have time to watch.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you soon.
Love your bones.